Alright, today we're looking at a small selection of items from local estate sales in the area here over the last week. This first thing here, I've seen maybe two different versions of these Special Forces desk statues or presentation pieces. And this one here, we see that this gentleman was in the 12th Special Forces group. And I believe in '69, the 12th group became one of the two National Guard units that are also Special Forces groups. And these three Special Forces shoulder patches came from the same estate. We look on the back here, one of them seems a little bit newer than the other two. And this piece here also came from the same gentleman. We see it's got the, this is the Special Forces Reserve unit. Not one of the two National Guard units, but the actual reserve group. And when we look inside, we can see that the beret is a 1965 contract date. I believe it was 64 when they started doing the official berets, or it could have been 65, but I was thinking 64. So sometimes you'll see guys that were Special Forces prior to that, when there wasn't an official beret, and they'll have a different type of beret. So that's a nice early one. And this piece here, we see this is a World War II U.S. Marine Corps, like a wet weather rain hat. You can see it looked like he had some insignia on the brim and on the side. When we look inside of it, we see it's from 1943. And this piece came from that same gentleman that was Special Forces. It's 1962 rubberized coated poncho. That's what you'll see mostly with guys that were in Vietnam. This was the type of poncho that they were using. And the final thing, you know, usually just cover a lot of military items, and these actually came from that same gentleman who was in Special Forces. And they're interesting because they got this information on the side here. So they're made by this Marley Hodgson. We see it's called the original Gurkha bag. And the way it came up with the name for that was back in the 70s, the founder of the company was trying to buy some different items that were from a Gurkha soldier because of the leather, the quality of the leather. And so he started making these travel bags, and that was like in the mid-70s. But now these bags are still being produced, and if you go to their website for that company, like this travel bag is over $1,000. And we'll see this one here in that same series. They're like a garment bag. And it's interesting even that, I guess because they must not make very many of these, they all have this where it says registered bag, and they've got a unique number just for that bag. So it kind of ties in the military. It certainly came from the estate of a gentleman, like I said, who was Special Forces. But it's certainly something, if you're out at a estate sale or yard sale, to look for bags that are made by this Marley Hodgson, because they apparently have quite a number of people that are still interested in buying them. And some people, I guess, have used the same bag for 20 or 30 years, and they really hold up because they're high quality. So just thought I'd show you that, something to look for if you're out at a sale, because you wouldn't guess just looking at them right off that they would be something really that's a high-end item or expensive item. But just a few items to show you from local estate sales in the area. Hope you've enjoyed looking at this video. If you have, I hope you will like and subscribe. And that about wraps it up. As always, appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next video.